I've dealt with some of the most successful people in the country is that they go for what they feel is best for them, and they go for it with all their might. So basically, it has to be something you feel you can do for free.
Love it.
The best part of this that you get paid for it.
Yes, exactly. You'll make a lot of money at the end if you win it, which is awesome.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Winner Home is coming. Season 4 is going to come to Afternoon Express. Entries are officially open. Everyone's seen all the promos on the SABC. So excitement is starting to build. I mean, what is your message to those who maybe haven't yet signed up or thinking of it and not too sure of themselves? What would be your message to them?
I mean, I watched some episodes of myself on Winner Home before today, and I remember saying that I didn't need to win the competition. All I needed was to be in the competition, and I think that's very true. You just have to be in the competition in order to make something of your design career. So enter it if you're looking for a step up, if you're looking for a fast forward button, because you never know what might happen.
I love it. Awesome. Well, ladies and gents, if anyone proves the value of competition like Winner Home, it's Nxumalo. And as you may know, like I mentioned, we're already looking for design contestants for this year's Winner Home competition on Afternoon Express. Now, if you feel you have what it takes, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za, our website, and on the site you will find a Winner Home logo, that little logo that pops up on screen. If you click that logo, it'll take you to the entry form. Now, don't leave it too late. Honestly, I tell you this every year, don't leave it too late. You and your chosen partner could be one of the design duos to participate in this year's design challenge. So here's some more information on how you qualify. Winner Home, South Africa's favorite interior design reality show, is back, and applications are open for design contestants to enter season 4 of this life-changing competition. This year, we're looking for duos, couples, siblings, best friends, or family who will decorate one of 3 homes in a luxury golf estate south of Joburg. The pair that wins the judge's choice will receive a cash prize of 100,000 Rand. Plus, there's also the viewer's choice of another 20,000 Rand up for grabs. Show us why we should pick you as one of our dynamic duos by entering online or going to one of our auditions. To enter, you or your partner must have a valid tertiary degree in design or other creative field and live in Johannesburg or be able to relocate self-sustained for the duration of the competition. Find all the details on afternoonexpress.co.za. This year's Winner Home is set to be double the reality, double the drama, and double the fun. So don't miss it. Well, welcome back to Afternoon Express. And hey, it's so good to have you with us on the show today. Before the break, we chatted to Nxumalo about he is the first season winner of Winner Home, as the brand new season is coming to Afternoon Express soon. And we're back on the couch now with interior designer Nxumalo, and joining us to talk about the excitement heading its way, Joburg's way, particularly this weekend, is creative designer Mlondolozi Hempe. From 12 to 14 May, the best in local and international design will be showcased at Design Joburg, taking place at the Sandton Convention Centre, and Mlo and Donald are two of the trendy designers that will be sharing their work there. So, gents, welcome to the loft. Mlo, welcome.
Good. Thank you very much for having me.
So, listen, your career has been amazing. I mean, you're an architect by profession and have worked in some incredible spaces. The first project I think got so much attention for you was those traditional South African pocky pots that you turned into chairs.
Yeah.
Tell us about your design journey.
So, design journey, you can say I've always think of myself as a designer, but officially it started with a collaboration that I did with Ula Duma. Basically, it all came by chance because we were out for drinks in Long Street, and then when you were going home at like 12, and then it's like, I've got this project that I'm working on, and I would like to collaborate with you on it. So that was basically a good opportunity. And it has been a space that I wanted to actually dabble in terms of space curation, designing furniture, which is a good mix. So from then onwards, we just decided to just jump on the project and just do it together.
Stunning.
And then basically the concept of the poki is basically it's more of how do I, as a person, try to interpret objects that we have in our culture, and also just the perception of different materials on different things. For instance, if you look at a glass, and then a glass in a certain object, it looks differently. So how do you perceive materials all around? And then that was the concept and how it evolved to actually being that object in that space.
Amazing. I mean, you've taken so much of your culture and put it into that, which is such a personal journey of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, and since then, what kind of projects have you been working on?
So basically, in terms of projects, just basically on working on with other designers to collaborate with them, and also try to share ideas with people. And basically, like this would be like a good example as well of actually how do you, when you have two creative energies, and then how do you bring that together to try and create something that's beautiful without clash into each other. So that's where I've been doing so, just exploring with other people, seeing what other options out there, and then how do we actually try and work together.
Stunning. Well, this weekend is Design Joburg. I mean, you're both going to be there. Both of your hands very busy. Donald, you've got two stands that you're involved with, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us more about them.
The first stand is with Hertex Fabrics, and that is the second collaboration that we are doing together. So the range is called Terra Nova, and that means charting new paths. And I believe that, you know, with all the work that we've done and the projects that we've got lined up, that will be charting new paths in terms of design and just young people going into different parts of the world and doing that. And so it's a perfect blend of beautiful fabrics, beautiful texture inspired by Africa mostly, and yeah, that's it. Yeah,
and the second stand of yours?
The second stand will be under my company, DNX Interiors, and that will just be a showcase of where we see the future of design in South Africa going. Definitely a way to showcase the projects we've done and future projects that we're involved in. And come and meet us, come have champagne with us, and it's just basically meet and greet. Yeah. It was necessary because a lot of people think I work alone, but actually I have a team behind me, and I've got staff members, and we are a beautiful team of young, talented, passionate interior designers making this thing go forward.
Well, a lot of people think that it's an intimidating space. Like designers are like those guys who like, you know, they're a little bit creative, a little bit arty, want to stay on the side. And what I love about going to sort of the Cape Town version of what's happening at Design Joburg is that you really get a chance to just be inspired by amazing work, and everyone's just so friendly and relaxed and taking it nice and easy, and it gives you a chance to put together something that's just completely out of the box and just think creatively, put your creative hats on.
Absolutely. I mean, Rooms on View had always been that one event I wanted to be involved in since I was a student. And so for it to come back, and to come back in such a big way at the Sandton Convention Center this weekend is incredible. I'm so excited to be involved in it. And yes, come meet us, let's have fun. It's not intimidating at all.
And I don't know whether this is offensive or not for you, but calling it design darlings, I mean, that's a whole new concept that they've added. Why call the design darlings, first of all, and how did you become a darling?
It's more of basically design darlings as a concept where basically looking for some of the best designers in the country. They don't know to call us the cream of the crop, so to speak, but people who are actually doing new creative work and being alternative in their ways of design. So I think that the concept of design darlings came along that way. So it features quite a number of South African designers, your Haldane Martin, Skinny Lemmings, Angela and people from Imiso. So it's more of getting all those people and putting them in one space, and HK Design Studio is also basically curating that space, picking work from all of us and actually trying to combine it and make it like a visual experience all together.
Amazing, guys. Honestly, it's so cool to see both of you, such incredible designers showcasing your work in such real practical ways for people to engage with. I mean, everyone thinks like, oh, must I spend $1 million to have you guys come and visit my house? No, just come and experience the great work that you guys do, and then hopefully collaborations come out of that.
Absolutely.
And it's not only about having a look at all of those design inspirations from you guys. I mean, we're also going to be there. Winner Home is going to be there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And what's so cool about it is because everyone gets intimidated by like clicking forms and unsure what to do. If you are one of those people who's unsure of like how to enter the competitions, it's so simple. You can come on down to Joburg, Design Joburg. We'll have a stall there. You can come on audition live from the Sandton Convention Centre, and you can come and have an experience with us, meet the team, get to understand more about Winner Home, and who knows, you could be one of our contestants joining us on the show. And just like Donald won the first season. So
I think our stands are next to each other.
Cool. We've all come together, one big happy design family.
One row, just meet us and then sign up.
Everybody.
I'm going to come and give my little collaboration. Gents, it's good to have you on the show with us today. Thank you for coming to spend some of your time with us.
Wonderful.
Awesome. So if these two shining stars of South African design are anything to go by, you definitely don't want to miss out on Design Joburg this weekend, 12 to 14 May. And make sure you look out for our Winner Home stand where you can audition for the coming season. Today, you also stand a chance of winning a set of double tickets. Oprah, you win a ticket, you win a ticket, you win a ticket. That's to the expo. Simply SMS the word design, your name and city to 33650. Those SMSs are charged at R1.50 each. T's and C's apply and can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za. Now listen, speaking of winning with Afternoon Express, on the 22nd of December last year, Tietso her life was changed on Afternoon Express, and so much for the better. She was announced as the Clicks Advent Calendar Grand Prize winner, which saw her walk away with a brand new Chevy Spark, courtesy of General Motors and Clicks. We followed her journey and saw firsthand how this changed her life and the lives of the ones she loves the most.
Will this one open the car? Please, car, please open this one. Whew. Here we go. Tisetso. It's in. I'm going to turn it. Tisetso, it opens up the car! Congratulations! Yes, please. Finally, we have a winner. Tisetso, how are you feeling?
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Oh, man, what a surprise. My word, congratulations, you're a winner of a brand new car on Afternoon Express.
Thank you so much, Danila. Thank you, Afternoon Express.
When I saw the car for the first time, I actually got goosebumps. I was very excited. I had mixed emotions because I didn't know what color it was, so it was more like a surprise for me. And I got the color that I actually wanted, which is silver. So I was very excited. I just couldn't wait to get into the car and drive it for the very first time. Sitting in the car for the very first time and driving it was more like a dream come true. I've always prayed to have a car, especially at my age, at the age of 22. I'm sure a lot of people my age would wish to be me right now. I feel like I was very blessed. I'm enjoying the ride. I enjoy the ride each and every day. I have named my car already. The name of my car is Mbalentle. It's actually my friend's daughter's name, so I named it after her. And my friend was very excited. And of course, just like every other morning, I'm not riding solo, I'm with the Young Blood Blue as well as Lefonicate Lefonza McFenyo. How y'all doing?
What's up, girl? I'm good by my side.
Having the car has made things for me a lot more easier because I do the breakfast show right here on Hillbrew Radio, and I need to get here an hour before the show, which the show starts at around 6 to 9 a.m. So I need to get here at 5 a.m. So it gives me more time to get to work early, prepare for the show, get content for the show, and then get ready by 6 o'clock in the morning. Before having a car, I was always in trouble in terms of getting to work probably 5 minutes after the show has started. I also missed out on a lot of auditions. So because now taxis don't go to certain locations that I'm actually going to now, with the car I can just put on the GPS and get to exactly where I'm going without having some trouble with the taxi drivers or the people in the taxi. And my mom is a domestic worker and she works very hard. So she comes back from tired work, of course. So getting her from the gate at work and taking her and leaving her, dropping her off at the gate at home makes things a lot more easier for her and myself, because I'm then happy that my mom is okay, safely home as well. So yeah.
When I heard that my daughter won a car, I felt very great and proud of her. This car is going to help us with transportation, and then it helps me very, very much because I can go to work in time, I can reach home early.
Recently, my mom and I went for a road trip to Swartboom to have a family gathering, and it was quite fun because I got to see family. They were also excited to see my new baby, Mbalenhle, the car, and I was also grateful that we didn't have to take taxis home. So we were all relaxed. We could stop at the garage anytime without asking for the taxi driver to stop or pull off for us to buy something to eat. So we're able to do anything because now we are independent. I am independent. I can do anything. I'm free. Having this car brings so much joy to my heart. It means now I also learn to be responsible because having a car isn't easy. I need to be responsible. I need to take care of it. Also to show appreciation to Clicks that gave me the car.
Man, I love most that she named her car. Have you named your car? I don't think I've named mine, I think, in a couple of years. It's really, really cool. So we've, on Afternoon Express, given away a car. We've given away a home last year, and this year we're going to be doing the exact same thing for Win Home on Afternoon Express. I guess all that we need to win now is a husband or a wife and a family, right, to keep it going. On our Facebook page today, we're asking you the question, if you could be a designer, what designer would you be? Because we've got all these incredible designers with us in the loft today. And we've got a couple of those responses I wanted to read out. Nondumiso Mazibuko says, good afternoon, Afternoon Express team. I'd like to be a textile designer, designing carpets, table mats, and other textile-related material. That's quite a cool one, Dumiso. Thank you so much for that. Cordell says, definitely a fashion designer. I love dressing up on clothes as a whole. I like them too. Bussy Yankee says, I'd go for a food designer. Yes, Bussy, you're my favorite. Putting together food that no one thought could go down well together. Who knows? We might be enjoying beetroot cake one day. And let me let you know that, Bussy, that exists. Red velvet cake? Now you know where it comes from. Onkem Kula says, a fashion designer because I love dressing up and would mostly design for every size of women so they can stop hiding because of their sizes. Onke, I love that, not only because it's a really cool comment, but also because you're doing it because there's a passion behind that sort of career choice that you've made over there. Keep your comments coming through. It's Afternoon Express on Facebook. You can also tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express. Now, you might be wondering what's coming up after the break. Well, last night on Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles, Team Caroline van Jaarsveld were kicked off, so we chat to Vim, her teammate, after the break.
Clicks. Feel good, pay less.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. If you've been keeping up to date with Tropica Island of Treasure, Seychelles, you'd know that last night, after an unexpected turn of events, the third team eliminated from the competition was Team Carlien van Jaarsveld and Wim Grobler. We're joined today by Carlien's teammate, Wim. Welcome.
Hi, Jeannie. Thanks for having me.
I mean, what an enjoyable show. You must be having
Amazing.
such a great time. But take me back to the beginning, when you first auditioned to be Carlien's teammate.
Well, sure. Where can I start? Well, at first, entering for one of your role models is definitely something that you have to do if you get the chance to do it. So, going back to the start, entering for Carlien, knowing that she's got a massive big match temperament. She's very competitive. She has won Strictly Come Dancing, I think. So she would be the perfect teammate to go with. Well, I like her music. I go to every one of her shows, standing in the line, waiting for an autograph. So,
wow. So, well, from what I saw is that you've got a penchant for music as well. Let's have a look and see exactly how you charmed her with your audition.
Colleen, we're with the boykies over here. They've turned up in Joburg and they're all going to be competing for your affections. Give you your best serenading voice and maybe, just maybe, she'll pick one of you on the strength of this audition over here. You never know. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
My arkie, my liefie, ons liefde, sal oor die donker kan by staan, 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 staan.
I can't sing it, but I like it.
Oh, well, I think you did a great job. And she obviously liked it as well, because that's why she chose you. And then you actually got to meet your idol for the very first time. Let's have a look and see what happened then.
And you obviously hang out in the gym a bit.
Yeah, well, once or twice a week.
And you married also?
Yeah, I'm married. In the audition, they asked me, so how does your wife feel about you entering for Carlien? And I'm like, the way I feel about Carlien, that's how she feels about Bobby.
I immediately clicked with him. He looks like a strong competitor.
Oh, that's great. So what was it like meeting her for the first time?
Well, like I said earlier, I follow her on all of the social media platforms. I go to her shows, I listen to her music. So from my side, it feels like I know her in a way. Yeah. But meeting her, talking to her, being interviewed by her was a total different experience. Knowing that you're going to go to an island competing for R1 million with your role model, it's definitely something else. I would never, ever forget it.
I could think of worse things to do.
Yeah.
But you guys obviously had an amazing connection, and it worked really well, because I think, you know, event after event, competition after competition, you guys kept on kicking ass. You really did so well. Let's have a look.
Go back!
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Hoe is alles met hem? Wat was dit in die poppie?
Is it fine? Shop?
Yay!
Team Carlien looking very good.
Team Carlien are through to the next round.
Good, Wim. Yay! Go, Wim, go! Yay!
I mean, looking at that now, it's such a pity that you guys were eliminated, because you really were the strongest team.
Yeah, we started out very strong. We won a couple of the challenges early on. Luckily for us, I think it gave a good impression that Team Carlien is a force to be reckoned with. Never in the competition we got overconfident.
Yeah.
We took every challenge as it came. So yeah, it was luckily for us we started out very strong.
But then you got a bounty and you handed it over to Team Anga. Let's have a look at that.
So, the only reason we are choosing to give the finale clue bounties to this team is because they haven't won anything yet, and we think they do have the ability to do something great. So Bongs and Anga, we want to give it to you.
Shem, so why did you give it to them? Because, I mean, I know you guys made a point of not making any alliances, but do you think that maybe put you in a bad footing?
I don't think so. From the start, me and Carlien discussed it and we said, no, listen, we're not going to make any alliances. We're going to do this thing on our own. Plus, we don't want to have any beef with other teammates.
Exactly.
So we don't want other teammates to think we're favouring other teams. So, so we decided we're not going to have any alliances from the start. So we gave the bounty to Team Anga purely because at that stage, we thought they weren't a strong team. They were struggling a bit with the challenges. And then because they got penalized in the previous elimination challenge, teams like here penalized them to carry 20 kilograms of coconuts and to run that whole city with 20 kilograms of coconuts. So we felt a little bit sorry for them, but yeah. And we had a good relationship with them. No alliances, just we had a good relationship with them.
And then unfortunately, sadly, as we saw last night, you guys were eliminated. Let's see what's happened then.
It's difficult, even under pressure, even in this heat. So my rhythm was a bit out.
We go around the buoy and I see there's trouble. Trouble in the sea in paradise. I just say, boom, 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 blow the whistle, we need the time now, we need the time now.
Everybody freeze for 1 minute.
Having 2 sticks, trying to pick up the bottle in the water with 2 bamboo sticks, I'm thinking, problems.
Oh, guys, can you give me a hug? Oh, Vimy!
Oh, that was so sad. But I have to ask, because don't you think it's a little strange that the one thing that you failed to do is something that you're apparently quite good at? Apparently you're not such a bad dancer.
I'm a good dancer, but if I dance with somebody else on socky music, But traditional Seychelles dance to copy, I was a bit out of my comfort zone with that.
So Chilean Creole dancing is not your vibe, but socky is definitely your vibe.
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to test you out.
If I'm going to go into dancing in the future, it will be socky.
Okay, well, you're going to have to take me for a bit of a, what's it called? Paraglide. Wind sail. Okay, let's see what you got. And cue the music.
Hey.
Oh, you are fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, there you have it. Vim is fantastic at socky dancing. If only they could have gotten you to do that last night, then you probably still would have been in Seychelles. All right, we'll be right back after the break. Thank you.
Let's go. Carlene, where you at?
Let's go to the island. Stand together, you and me. We can win this million. We're gonna find treasure by the smooth.
Yeah. The Tropica Island of Treasure Seychelles theme song performed by MT, Anga Makubalo and Carlien van Jasveld is available for you for download. It's on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Proceeds from the song will be donated to Chuck. You can also win big when you buy Tropica. Simply follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and find the T's and C's at tropica.co.za.
Ain't nothing smoother. Go. Yo, Anga. Carlene, where you at?
Let's go to the island. Stand together, you and
The name of the space, yeah. Well, welcome back to Afternoon Express on this Tuesday afternoon. It is about to get sweet in the kitchen. We've got a master chocolatier. Dimo, welcome back to our loft.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
When was the last time you were here? Like 2 years ago almost.
Yeah, you guys must ask me back more often. Huh?
No, the amount of chocolate that I ate that time, I was like, please give us 2 years just to recover from the amount that I had last time. Dimo, it's so good to have you in the loft with us today. Cool. You're making one of my favorite desserts of all time. If I go to a restaurant, there's only 2 things I'll eat, and one of them has to be?
Creme brulee.
Chocolate mousse, man. You're making chocolate mousse on the show, not creme brulee. Okay, cool. So how do we get going with making the perfect chocolate mousse?
All right. So this is really simple. We've got water, glucose, chocolate from Lindt, and fresh cream whipped up.
Okay, lots of questions already. First of all, glucose. Where does one find glucose?
So the easiest route is pharmacies. They should stock it in a 500 ml jar.
And if you can't find it?
You can use things like honey, maple syrup, golden syrup.
Oh, lovely. So any kind of sweetening agent that's a little bit thicker than...
Exactly.
So, but not granular.
We use glucose simply because it's half the sweetness of normal sugar and it doesn't add any flavor.
Stunning.
So we want the hero in this recipe to be our chocolate.
Lovely. Okay, cool. So let's get started. So what do we pour in what first?
All right, so you can get that switched on.
Which one's ours? Is this?
Yeah, that's ours.
There we go. He's on.
So we need to get that sugar syrup to the boil. And the nice thing about this is you can infuse flavor in there. So kind of like making a cup of tea. Right?
Oh, wow.
You can pop your cinnamon sticks in there, your vanilla, infuse that in there, and then your chocolate will take on that kind of
stunning
flavor infusion.
Oh, that's so cool. So if you want to make like a particularly stylized version of a chocolate mousse, you can play around with it at home.
Exactly.
We're going to keep it nice and simple to show you the basics, obviously, on the show today. And if you want to get all the details on where to make your own perfect chocolate mousse, it's on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Don't worry, I'll tell you how to do that later.
Right.
Cool, so this is coming to the boil.
Okay, give it a bit of a stir, just to even it out.
Cool, just even out that heat temperature.
All right, switch off.
Switch it off.
So now we're just going to be using the external heat from the saucepan. And now we're going to add, as I add the chocolate, you can just stir.
Cool, and this is going to be the chocolatey part. So you've got 2 different types of chocolate. What are you using?
So I'm using a dark chocolate and a milk chocolate. The reason for this is just we want to create a slightly bittersweet kind of
texture.
Texture and flavor to it.
Okay, cool. I generally like to go, the newest sort of craze is obviously the dark chocolate versions of chocolate mousse, which I love the most. So can you like make it just creamy or just dark?
Exactly. You could use any of the Lindt Excellence flavors. So if you liked it, 70% and 85%. Yeah, you know.
Lovely. This melts so easily, honestly. That proves one of my worst things in the world is when you have chocolates that just don't melt. You know they're not made from the real ingredients. This is, is made from quality.
You can see how nice and shiny it is.
Yes.
So essentially this is a chocolate base.
Goulash almost, isn't it?
Goulash.
What's a goulash? I don't know. I'm just using big words. Ganache. Much better.
All right, so you're going to transfer that to this mixing bowl.
Cool. I'm going to try and get all of it out there. Oh, yummy. This is also quick and easy, by the way.
Yeah, very easy.
I'm so glad you're teaching me. I've always wanted to learn how to make a proper chocolate mousse.
And you'll notice there's no egg in it. There's no gelatine. So for people, wanting a very lean, to the point chocolate mousse.
Love it.
So this chocolate mixture now would need to cool slightly.
Okay.
All right.
But because of purposes of television, please, how long do people need to let it cool for? So if I put it off the stove and leave it on the side, how long?
I'd give it about 15 minutes or so.
Okay, so at home, basically this is a chance for you to, I don't know, watch your favorite TV show like Afternoon Express, let that sort of cool down for a bit, or go check on the kids, go do what you need to do, then come back with your cool down mixture.
Alternatively, you can put this aside and then whip up your whipped cream.
Okay, cool, good plan. There we go.
So we've got the cream whipped up. We're going to take a third of this, add it to that mixture, and then fold it in.
Okay, cool. I don't know how to do the folding in. Please, you do the folding. I'm scared I'm going to mess that up.
All right. So, simple as that. Just one amount goes in.
How does it not lose all the air? I'm so fascinated.
Look, we've whipped up the cream here to a point where it's quite stiff, as you can see.
Okay.
But as we work it in, it'll basically soften the cream and liquefy it.
I see. So that's what it's meant to do. So it's meant to do that.
Exactly.
So basically, you just use any kind of like sort of whipping cream that you can get at home, whip it up to nice and stiff phase.
Yep.
Do you add like sugar to it at all?
No, not at all.
Just whip up plain cream like that.
Exactly.
It comes out looking like
Why don't you pass me that whisk over there?
Sure, here you go.
So I prefer using a whisk to fold in for mousse.
Wow, that's interesting. It's called folding in, but using a whisk, which
Yeah,
sounds
exactly.
like
So you'll do the same technique, but just... Right.
Oh man, this
The rest
is so
goes in.
cool. Yummy. And that's going to add all the air to the mousse, and so hence it becomes a mousse, not just a chocolate. What did we say last time?
Ganache.
Ganache. And now it makes it into a mousse. Stunning. And is that set, or does it just you
Exactly.
serve like
So
this?
remember that with Lindt, we have natural cocoa butter from the cocoa bean.
Yummy.
So that's a setting agent together with the fat from the cream.
Okay.
And that actually gives you the texture.
Yummy. So not only are we going to be showing you how to make your perfect chocolate mousse on the show today, naturally speaking, it's Mother's Day coming up this weekend, and we've got some incredible treats for you. After the break, what we're going to try and do is make these out of little glass jars, which you've brought us, and we'll show you how to layer those details. You guys are going to have to make sure that you stay tuned to Afternoon Express to see how this chocolate mousse turns into the perfect gift for Mother's Day. And I don't think I've ever actually introduced you guys at home to my mom, and recently I had the opportunity to spoil her to the ultimate Lindt Lindor high tea at the beautiful Marion Nickel in Johannesburg, and what an experience it was. My mom is such a powerhouse. Take a look. This morning I'm very happy we had Marion on Nickel. I get to treat my mother to a beautiful Mother's Day surprise, expertly put together by Lindor. We're going to be taking for a little bit of a pampering. I know that she works quite a lot with her hands, and she takes a lot of pride in her beauty and her looks, so I'm excited to give her a bit of a pampering. We had to have a delicious buffet, so yeah, had to pamper my mom. My mother means hope to me. Knowing what my mother had been through with her family upbringing, she's a huge representation of hope, that anything is possible if you put your mind to it, have faith, and you put enough hard work into it.
To me, Danny's always been inspiring from when he was little, and in so many ways it links up with what Danny has said about hope. I think that people who inspire other people, who embrace positivity, who motivate people to go to the next level, I think that's what he's done for me. He gives me also great hope, a huge influence of positivity that we so need in the world today.
Not only is Mother's Day, I think, for me about celebrating the woman, it's also about looking outside of yourself and realizing that there are a lot of families and a lot of children who grow up without parents or without mothers, who don't have this kind of figure in their life. So it really is, for me, a moment of gratitude. It's an experience of gratitude in those spaces, to realize how blessed I am to have a mother and to have a family that's still together in my life. I think it's been, it's a nice way to just commemorate that.
Little boy Dan was actually quite an easy child, can you believe it, as a little one. The moment he became a teenager, he was your worst nightmare.
Well, the one thing I remember from being young and with growing up with my mother, she used to pack me lunch boxes that I would pretend not to eat, and I wouldn't eat them. And I used to throw my lunch out before the gate, and then our dog used to run out of the house after school, and my mom used to wonder why the dog was running outside the house so much, and then she found these half-eaten sandwiches outside the house, because I was such a feisty little kid, and I was on concert, I think, at that point, so I didn't have an appetite, but she used to get so angry if I didn't eat my lunch at school.
That's
so
it. After all that preparation, I found you out. The dog found you out. I think Danny is a bringer of joy. So he's full of laughs, full of fun, full of energy, and he makes me laugh. And I absolutely love that about him, and miss that when he's not here.
So I work really hard. I focus a lot of my energy on my work, and one of the things that I regret most about my busy lifestyle is not getting to spend time with my family. I've seen it work with my parents and their parents, and it's one of my greatest blessings to know that I'm on a flight on the way to Johannesburg and I've got some time to spend with my mom. And so we're super excited about spending time together today, because she really spends most of her time serving people. And I think it's really important, through the background that she's got, that people acknowledge that and try and give her an opportunity to pamper herself and have some fun. I've got great stories about you, Mother. I know you. So we have got this thing at our home. It's our sweetie drawer, which my cousins were so envious of. They used to come over to our house and used to dive straight for our sweetie drawer because it was like their thing. My mother is a big chocolate and chips fan. So she only has got she's got a very particular taste when it comes to chocolates, and you don't eat any other chocolate except good quality chocolate.
Once I tasted Lindor, I'm afraid everything else.
So try to buy her a gift after that was like impossible. And then from my side, like I've never been a big sweet fan. I've never been a big sweet person. I didn't like cakes and like all that stuff. But I promise you, get me hooked on one box of chocolate and I'll clap the whole thing. So that's one of the things that people must never buy me for Christmas, or maybe should, or for birthdays and things like that, is a box of Lindor chocolates. I'll literally eat the whole thing in one fall sweep. I think I've had about 10 today. I'm on like a sugar high. It's crazy.
Oh, I love the pamper. It was so gloriously pampered with Danilo.
Awkward is a better word to use, but great, yeah.
And it was just lovely to do this together, to eat together, to chat together, and to have chocolate together.
Man, what an incredible experience. That woman has been so amazing. The way that she's raised me and my brother has been absolutely incredible. So I'm so grateful for family, and I'm sure you guys are too. And with Mother's Day coming this Sunday, we have been asking you to share your special and blissful moments, like I just did with you, and that you've shared with your mom. So here are a few of our comments that we found on our Facebook page that were our favorite. Kenelwe from Rustenburg says, my blissful moment is when I took this picture with my mom and daughter. My mother is very reserved and shy, and we never really get to take pictures, but this day was so special because she decided to take a picture with us. I will forever hold on to this moment. What a cool one, especially when you got those mothers who don't want to be in the photos, and to try and keep those memories is so hard. So that's such a beautiful moment. Thanks for sharing it. Our next blissful moment comes from Wesley Blumrick. He says, my blissful moment was a funny one. My mom tried to teach me how to make pancakes, and guess who forgot to put the lid on the mixer? I had pancake batter all over my face. Men are what their mothers made them, and being a man, I don't really tell my mom very often how much she means to me, but I love her awesome mind and her big heart and her eternal optimism. What a beautiful message coming from you guys at home. I'm loving reading through all of the comments, so please keep sending them, and don't forget, when you share your blissful moment with us on Facebook, you stand a chance of winning tickets to a luxurious Lindor high tea at one of 6 beautiful hotels around South Africa. So make sure you enter now, but if you would still like to secure your chance of attending one of these high teas, visit the Afternoon Express website for a list of venues and ticket prices. Got a spoil mom this Mother's Day, why don't you? We'll be right back after this.
Moms know all about crazy moments, busy days and sleepless nights. But there are also beautiful moments between moms and their children which make for precious memories. You could win tickets to a Lindor high tea with your mom at one of 6 luxurious venues around SA in a region of your choice when you share a hashtag blissful moment on the Afternoon Express Facebook page. Treat yourself and your mom and share your hashtag blissful moment now to win with Lindor and Afternoon Express.
Lindor from Lind. Make Mother's Day blissful. Lindor from Lind.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Yes, this big smile on my face is always because there's something tasty in the kitchen. We've got our chocolatier, master chocolatier, Dimo, joining us in the loft today. And he's showing us how to make the most decadent chocolate mousse. And today it's all about kind of topping that up and making it special for mum.
Exactly. So, to continue with this, we've got raspberry gel, fresh raspberries. We've got our Lindor. We've got a bit of fresh cream and, of course, the chocolate mousse.
The hero chocolate mousse. Exactly. Okay, so how do we put these 3 things, to all these different things together?
All right, so first raspberry gel. We're just going to spoon some at the base. So we're just going to take a nice amount.
Yummy.
Okay.
I'm going to actually, because I don't know if I'm very good at spooning. Yeah, you can spoon it in. Like, that's quite simple.
Yeah.
Shall I try one?
Give it a go.
I'm going to give this a go. I'm a very messy chef. You'll know this. I don't want to know what your studio looks like at the sort of in Cape Town there. You guys must have quite a mess around. Hey, that's not too bad. It's not that bad. Oh, no, it's all over the sides.
That's okay.
Sure.
So this is, we're just using this jam jar, if you want to call it that, to layer up different components.
Listen,
so,
I mentioned quickly about your studio that you guys have got at in Cape Town, at the sort of next to the V&A waterfront there.
Exactly,
so tell us more about it. Like, what is it? What's the setup? What's the vibe? Because that's quite a cool gift for Mum.
Yeah, exactly. So anybody can come in, do chocolate making classes. It's in our newly designed chocolate studio.
Awesome.
So the interesting thing is we dress you up as the maitre chocolatier from the hat to the jacket. Awesome. And you get to make, for instance, you'd be able to make this chocolate mousse this weekend.
Oh, stunning.
You know, Mother's Day treat.
Lovely.
Bring her in.
Yeah, so if you haven't necessarily got your mother a gift just yet, this is a great way to do that. And I know we're going to come and shoot with you guys, so we'll show all of you about all those details coming up on Friday on Afternoon Express. So make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be really, really decadent and awesome. All those details coming up on Friday, however. Should we continue?
So, a couple of raspberries.
Oh, I'll also do this at the same time. I don't know why I'm standing here looking pretty. He's like, what about yours, dude? Cool, I'll get mine done.
A few raspberries, and then we're going to pretty much get the mousse layered in there.
Yummy. So the mousse is quite rich, and it's got that very nice chocolate flavour to it. So these raspberries are going to bring out that, like,
that
zestiness
that tartness is going to cut a bit of the sweetness and work really well with mousse. So, we're going to spoon it in.
That texture looks so good. You have done a stellar job here today. Well done, Dimo.
It's right there. And I mean, at this stage, it's pretty much... you know, using your imagination, you can pop a Lindor in there as a, surprise.
I want to carry on with mine as well. The side of us, I'm not going to ever get mine done as well.
Then.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's a nice little surprise. You can play around with these, make it unique. Perhaps maybe you can hide, like, if you're thinking about Mother's Day, obviously you're at home are probably wondering. You can maybe like hide a little surprise, something that's so typically your mum's. Like if she really likes a particular type of, berry or something, or you can hide a little message in there. I'm sure that could be fun.
Yeah.
You make such a mess, Dimo. I'm so sorry.
You're making me feel good about my job.
Great. Also, in terms of these sort of recipes, I've always wondered how you guys come up with this stuff. Like, do you spend hours and hours in the kitchen planning, or is this like just inspired?
Yeah, look, I mean, most chocolate confectionery pastry recipes all start with ratios. So having the right ratios, your recipe will work out really well.
Okay, but how does the process work? I'm interested to know about the creative process you go through. Like, do you think about it for months? Do you spend some time researching? Do you travel? Like, how does one go about saying, like, oh, today I want to create this recipe?
Well, it must probably start with the flavor. So, for instance, if we wanted to match raspberry, which chocolates would really work well with it? And then from there, add things to increase texture and, like cream or eggs, milk, that type of thing. To enrich it, sweetness, extra sugar or less sugar.
Lovely. So, what inspires you? Like, I mean, what inspires you to make something delicious like this?
Well, I mean, it's firstly the love of chocolate. So it's from there, it's pretty much simple, and it's pretty much people.
Yeah.
What they enjoy, and then getting feedback from our customers.
Lovely. Well, my feedback is that this is amazing. Please can you turn this into a treat? I want like a Lindor or Lind, some kind of display with all the chocolate mousses. I'll have it literally every single day. You must gym quite a lot because for a chocolatier, he doesn't have much of a boop. I'm impressed.
It's a special jacket.
Just sucking it in. Awesome. Listen, to enjoy these treats, Donald, I want to call you in here, dude. Let's finish these off in the meantime. Okay. You've got a very cool creative eye, so how do you want us to finish this off? I've got mine here.
We're going to put a dollop of cream.
Okay, so he's going to put cream in his... What should we do on ours, dude?
In our mouths.
We must show him up. We must show him up. He's looking too good on our show now.
Yeah, I mean, I bet he's the
expert.
expert.
A bit of blended white chocolate. Another Lindor.
Yum.
And we've got a milk chocolate garnish.
Wow.
You can never get too much chocolate, sir.
Well, mine just looks something like this. His looks something like that. I mean, whose one is better? Definitely his. If you want all the details on how to make this recipe, it's on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. All that's left is to tuck in. I don't even have a spoon for you, so do you want to tuck in with this one? I haven't touched it.
Oh.
You can go and taste that one. Tell me what yours tastes like. Tomorrow on the show, in terms of our cooking experiences, what's really cool, we've got Nick Rabinovitz joining us for our midweek cook-along. You know that show on SABC3, Tyres and Briars? That's coming to Afternoon Express tomorrow. And?
Incredible.
Yummy. Dimo, thank you.
Well done.
We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Good night and happy eating. Wow.
Join the Afternoon Express cook-along tomorrow with Nick Rabinovitz and Chef Nxumalo from the new SABC show, Tyres and Briars. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za for the recipe and ingredient list and cook along with us live at 4 p.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
Another feel-good production.